Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've posted a long video, but this video is going to be about Grandma's Mackinac Island trip. It may seem a little confusing because I'm showing you this project that I worked on a couple weeks ago, but this video is going to be nothing about this project. I just wanted to share it with you guys because I think it turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. It's in the dining room. It's an antique hutch, and I had leftover wallpaper from the laundry room. I know most of you have seen the laundry room, so you probably recognize this wallpaper. And I just wanted to share it with you because I think it turned out great. All right, so this video, the rest of the video is going to be on Mackinac Island, and then after that, I'm going to show you guys how I make my candles and where I sell them, the little shop in our town. The owners are going to give us a tour. So this is going to be a long video, a little scattered, but long. Just make a drink, a cup of tea or coffee, and just sit back and just try to go with the flow of this video. It's going to be wild. All right. Hope you guys enjoy. In today's video, we're going to talk about Mackinac Island, Michigan. Grandma recently took a trip there and she's going to tell you guys all about how her trip went. But just to familiarize you guys with it, this is the Grand Hotel where Grandma stayed. I just pulled these images off of their website just to give you an idea of what Mackinac Island is all about. The Grand Hotel first opened its doors in 1887, and it was a retreat for people who traveled to Michigan by train. The Grand Hotel is on Mackinac Island, and the island can only be reached by boat, by a ferry. There are no automobiles allowed on the island. It's all horses and bikes, but there is one ambulance. For emergencies, they have one ambulance, but everything else is horses and bikes. It is a way to protect the island and keep it charming. And I think it's a great idea because when you go to the island, it's like you're in a different world. The island sits between the upper and lower peninsulas of Michigan. It's one of the most beautiful places in Michigan, and if you ever visit Michigan, I highly recommend that you try to take a trip to Mackinac Island. So we're here with Grandma in the kitchen, and she is going to tell us all about her trip to Mackinac Island and how it went. And she's also just checking out the finished product of these cute candles.
I like this shape here.
Yeah, and later in the video, I'm going to be showing you all how I make these cute candles for that little shop that my candles go to. Which one do you like the best?
This one?
That one? I think it's a really heavy, like, crystal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
that's nice. So how was the trip?
It was good. We took the bus from the senior center. I didn't know this at the time, but each senior center around here, the different cities, also sent buses. It was like a senior center, what would you call it? Organized.
Extravaganza?
Yeah. But there was like either 300 or 500 people.
Wow.
And we had the whole Grand Hotel, except
Wow.
for a few rooms.
Wow.
And then in the price, they included breakfast and a 5-course dinner
Every night.
every night.
How much did it cost for what is 3
I
nights?
think it was $1,000.
That's pretty good for 3
Yeah,
nights.
because you'd pay a lot more if you were going on your own.
Yeah. So tell us what your room was like.
Well, all the people, this is how they did it. They put all the keys in a barrel or, some kind of dish. And they pull a key out, and the next name on the list of all those people,
Yeah.
that's the room they got. I'm a single person. I got a suite. It had a king-size bed, 2 couches, 2 chairs, a separate room for the bathroom, and a little sitting room.
Yeah. You really lucked out.
Oh, yeah, because some other people just got like a small room.
Yeah.
But what was nice, every room was furnished different, painted different, nice wallpaper and stuff. And this is what's good, too. Okay, so you know how when you're at a motel,
Yeah.
they put in the towels and washcloths in it. Well, they would do that every day, sometime during the day when I was out. Then when everybody was at dinner, they would come back in again and give you all fresh towels.
Wow.
Twice a day.
Wow, that is nice service. Okay, and you said that you offered to give your room to like couples since it was only you, and they all said no.
Yes.
That was nice of you to offer that to them.
I mean, like the one lady, her husband's not doing well, you know, they could have used that nice room.
And they just said no? They didn't want to take your room?
Right.
They felt bad taking it or something?
I guess they felt, you know, like it's just the luck of the draw. Who gets what? But I certainly did not need it. In fact, when I went up there the first night and got comfortable, I thought, oh, by myself in this, you know,
Huge room. Okay.
So they have a presidential suite.
Oh.
And it's really like some presidents stayed in it, and Rosalind Carter stayed in it, and they had Ronald Reagan's wife stayed there.
Nancy Reagan?
Yeah.
Did one of you guys get the presidential suite?
No.
Oh, did you get to see it?
Yeah. Well, the lady was cleaning it, so I don't know if someone stayed in there. So we said, can we look at it?
And it was pretty?
It was like 3 rooms. There was like a bedroom, like a conference room.
Yeah.
Probably, you know, president. And like a sitting room. It was big.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And what colors was it decorated in? Do you remember?
Well, what else? Red, white, and blue.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, what was your favorite part about the trip to Mackinac?
I think the dinners and the horses. Because if you're not from Michigan, you probably don't know this. There are no cars on Mackinac Island. There's one ambulance.
On the whole island?
That's right.
Okay.
They're not allowed.
Yeah, it's a carless island. It's all horses and bikes.
They have like 700 horses. Mm-hmm. And in the fall, like in 2 weeks, it closes to that whole hotel closes for the winter.
2 weeks from now, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
November 1st. So most of the horses are shipped to the Upper Peninsula to a farm, and then they rest and stuff, and then they bring them back in the spring. So
Yeah.
everything. I mean, like groceries, everything has got to be transported by horse
Yeah. And in a ferry
or
takes...
a bike. You can ride bikes.
And
on
to
that.
get everything to the island, it's a ferry, right?
Yeah, it all has
ferry
to come
boat?
over on the ferry.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess there's a small airport that, you know, like we see about Alaska, those little planes that land and drop off mail and stuff.
Yeah.
They have that, but I don't know where that is.
Well, cool.
So,
Yeah, I did not know a lot of the history about Mackinac, but we are going to take Pearl soon.
well, there's a lot of history interesting about when they built it.
Yeah.
If you go there, you'll find like floors that are uneven and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And they told us it's because there was people involved, like Rockefeller family and, you know, Vanderbilts that were in on building that whole thing. And they had to build it, believe it or not, like in 3 months.
Wow.
And so they hired 600 carpenters, except they weren't carpenters. And they weren't American, and like they didn't know our numbers, you know, rulers and stuff. So
You mean like inches?
yeah, inches
Oh.
and stuff like that. So I mean, it's safe, believe me. But you know, so like some places it might dip a little, you know.
Yeah, because they were off.
They didn't know how to read American or English, so it was funny.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah. So.
Well, we're glad you had a good time.
Oh, I got to tell you one more thing.
Okay.
They have a swimming pool, and you old folks like me, Esther Williams made a movie and swam in the pool.
I don't know who Esther Williams is.
She was an actress.
Okay.
She was a swimmer. You know, like the best swimmer. And they made this movie with her and Jimmy Durante, who you probably don't know either. And the movie was made in 1947, so you know, they were old. Not then, but they're all dead.
Okay, so Grandma has a little bit of a cold.
Yeah.
And she thinks she got it during the carriage ride on the island because it was cold. You went in a forest, you said, right?
Yeah. The sun was out all the days and it was beautiful. But then when you go on the carriage ride, it's like 12 people, and then they tell you all about the island.
Yeah.
You know, the sun doesn't come through, and it got cold, and I could feel my sinuses or whatever, you know, like.
Yeah, you could tell it was affecting you.
Yeah.
And ever since then, she's been a little congested since she's been home.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your room. It was like a pretty yellows.
Yeah, it was yellow and white striped.
Yeah.
The couches were yellow flowers, kind of like Florida type.
Yeah.
You know? And the bed was, like I said, a king size, and it had, no, it didn't have posters. Some of the rooms had posters. And,
Poster what?
poster bed.
Oh.
Yeah. And then finally, our group, we went around and looked at everybody else's room, and they were all decorated really nice.
And all different, right?
Yeah, every one of them was different.
That's what I love about that hotel is the design. There's so many different colors and designs. And okay, so do you want to show everybody which candle you picked out of these and
Yes.
that you were burning yesterday?
Yes. This one right here.
Pick it up and you can show everybody. Yep.
Isn't that pretty? It's like crystal.
Yep. And it's the black raspberry vanilla one.
Yeah, it smells real good.
Yeah, you like the fruity smells, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the other ones are almond macaroon and black raspberry vanilla, one of them.
Yeah. They all smell good.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to show you all how I made these cute candles. So I thought I would share a little bit about how I make my soy candles because I mention it a lot in some of my other videos that I have a small candle business. I sell candles in one of the shops in our village in town. And I know that many of our subscribers and viewers have purchased some of these candles through the shop's online website. And I wanted to say thank you to those of you that have purchased or ordered from their shop because they are not getting a lot of business these days because the economy is not great, as we all know. And each one of these purchases that some of you have made have really helped their business. Later in the video, I'm going to take you to the shop and show you around, and you will get a chance to meet one of the owners, Jessie. I make all of my candles and wax melts in my kitchen or in Grandma's kitchen. Grandma helps sometimes, and so does Pearl. I use products from a company called Candle Science. I also use 100% soy wax. These candles that I'm making today, I'm using almond macaroon and black raspberry vanilla scent. Those are my favorite two scents out of all the candle scents that I use. I went to the Goodwill, and actually I went to the Goodwill a few times, and I started collecting these vintage containers that I could make candles in. I like to make these around the holidays because they're just a little extra special, and I think they make great gifts. So I'm going to make some today and show you how I do it. Once I get the wicks put into the containers and I get the wax melted, I use my little temperature gun here and I check the temperature of the wax because the wax has to be approximately 140 degrees before you can add the fragrance to the wax. If the wax is hotter, a lot of the fragrance will burn up. So you wait till it's about 140 degrees, and then I stir the fragrance into the wax for about 30 seconds, and then I set it aside to cool. And as you can see, I keep the window open while I'm doing this because when you're making a big batch of candle wax like this, the smell can be pretty strong. So I like to do it in my kitchen or Grandma's kitchen where you can have fans going and the windows open so that the fragrance doesn't overpower the room. Once the wax has cooled to about 105 degrees, that's when I pour the wax into the containers, and That is the trick for getting a smooth, flawless candle is you wait as long as you can till that wax cools and then you pour it in. And then it dries perfectly and is nice and smooth. As you can see, this larger milk glass container, this is for one of my good friends that I'm making a candle for. She found this beautiful milk glass container and she gave it to me so I could fill it up with her favorite scent. And now she has it sitting on her kitchen island. She said it filled her whole house with the almond macaroon scent, which she loves. So now that the candles are done, we're going to head over to the shop that's in our little town. The shop is called It's the Little Things, and I have a little area in there where my candles are sold, but they sell a lot of other stuff. The owners of the shop are a husband and wife team. Their names are Jesse and Lisa. And when we get to the shop, Jesse is going to show us around and show us some of the custom things they make in the shop. Jesse and Lisa also have an online shop, so if any of you see anything in this video, you can check out their online website. I will post a link to that in the description of this video, as well as Jesse has his own YouTube channel, and I will post a link to his YouTube channel in the description as well. And if you like his channel, I'm sure he would love it if you would hit the like button and subscribe to his channel. After I put my candles away, I asked Jesse if he would show us some of the custom things that they make in the back of the shop. So we're going to show that to you in just a second. First, I want to show you my little area of the shop where my candles are. I don't have a lot of space in the shop, so I've used some old books to try to just create different levels that I can display my candles on. I think that these candles are so pretty, especially with the biodegradable glitter that I sprinkled on top of them. I think they will definitely grab someone's attention as they're walking by. And I'm really happy with how they turned out and how they look. Now I'm going to have Jesse show us some of the custom stuff in the shop.
We just did these the other day.
Okay, so you make all these custom?
Yeah, these are custom made cards.
Show me the wind spinner. So you made this one?
Yep.
That's pretty.
That one's golf ball and a golf ball. That one's dog paws on a flower. That's a rooster in red, white, and blue with his sunglasses on.
That's cute.
This one's a church and it says Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah.
And you hang them outside?
Yeah, and the wind blows them like that.
And
the sun shines through the crystals and it shows up all different colors.
That would be a good thing to hang in your garden to keep things away.
Yep, that too.
Cool.
Yep, I just had somebody in yesterday that ordered these. This is the other one I made today.
Oh,
Jesus walking on the clouds.
that's beautiful.
Yep.
I like that. And where do you make them in here?
In our back room right here in the store.
Jesse's going to show me where he makes these in the store just for us. Let's go see everyone.
That's some of the tumblers.
And these are all custom.
I just did this Elvis one this morning.
Oh, I love Elvis. I do. So you guys make all these in the store, all
Yes.
tumblers.
Yep. Lots of blanks,
Mm-hmm.
kids tumblers, sippy cups, all the other kind of tumblers. There's aprons, towels, washcloths, koozies,
And
all
you-
in these bins.
You showed me before, this is where you do t-shirts. You probably could do bags on there too, right?
Yes,
Like bags
there's
like
some
that.
canvas bags that we do. Yep.
Okay,
We
awesome.
do makeup bags with zippers. This is our flat press. This is one of our tumbler.
And where do you make
Presses.
the spinners?
Right here on that flat press. It's sublimate prints here.
Oh, I see.
This is sublimation printer
Uh-huh.
with sublimation ink.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just set them out here and tape the image onto it and then heat press it in this flat press.
So do you have the images on your website that are available or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So people could go through that and
Yes. If you go on our website and go to We Made That section and go to the wind spinners, you'll see all the different ones that we currently have images of. And like today, I had a lady bring one of these that you store stuff on for the computer with a picture because she wants a wind spinner done for her neighbor for Christmas of their dog.
oh, so they
Yes.
can do. So could somebody send you a picture, online, like over, like an
Oh, yes.
email, and you could
Yes. Yep.
put that on a wind spinner custom? Okay,
Yes. Yep.
that's a good idea. That might be a gift idea for me, for
Yes.
someone
Yep.
I know. Okay, so how much do the custom wind spinners cost?
They're $20 each.
$20
They're
each
8 inches. Yep. And the images on both sides.
is $20.
Comes with the 2 crystals on the bottom of it. Yep.
Okay.
They come flat, and I bend them like that.
Okay, so then when they would show up at someone's house, they could just bend them into how they want them.
I bend them and I ship them boxed with wrapped up in tissue paper and bubble wrap.
Okay.
So hopefully they don't get bent back flat.
Yeah, to keep them protected.
Yes. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of Jesse and Lisa's shop. On my way out, I always stop and look at their air fresheners. Lisa makes them herself, and it's one of my favorite things in the shop. It's a small thing, but I love it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little scattered. There was a lot of different topics we talked about, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And once again, if you'd like to support this little shop in our town, the link will be in the description and on our bio page if you want to go to their website. Thank you guys so much for watching.